everyone, happy Monday, good morning. I'm here at the Course in Miracles conference in Chicago, and I am so excited about our guest today on Coconut TV. He is a Course in Miracles teacher, lecturer. He lectures all over the world. He is an astrologer, a numerologist. He is hilarious, and he raps the Course in Miracles. So we have a special treat today because between my energy and his, I think this whole show is just going to blow up and coconuts are going to go all over the place. Earl was one of the presenters here at the conference.
That's
and
right.
I just absolutely fell in love with the way that you lecture the Course because you make it fun and you make it easy and practical, and I want you to share with our audience, what is A Course in Miracles for people that don't know what it is?
Okay. The Course in Miracles is a course in how to correct your perception, how to correct your interpretation of anything and everything that's happening in your life so that you can keep your inner peace. Because the Course teaches that if you can keep your inner peace, then you can hear your own internal guidance. That we all are getting internal guidance from our higher self, but we don't listen to it because we're listening to all the stuff that we're talking to ourselves about. All the, I call it our mind talk, right? Mm-hmm. So it defines a miracle as a correct perception. It defines a miracle as a right answer. And so it's basically saying if we have a correct perception, if we have a right answer, it's a miracle.
And what would be an example of that? Like for people that don't know, what do you mean perception?
Your perception is the way that you are interpreting everything that's happening to you. The Course teaches that your perception is your learning. So when you're looking at something, you're not really ever looking at that thing directly. What you're really looking at and responding to is the meaning that you're giving whatever you're looking at, or the way that you learn to look at whatever you're looking at. Like if someone's been taught to look at a really, a chocolate cute dude like me as frightening, you know what I'm saying, then they're going to respond as if I'm something to be afraid of, even though that's not true at all. So in that case, what they're responding to, if they see me walking down the street toward them, what they're responding to is what they've learned in the past about somebody that looks like me, or what they've learned in the past about someone of my particular race. So we're not really ever really responding directly to anything. We're responding to the meaning that we're giving.
That we're giving it.
Right.
And the Course helps you to let go of those barriers.
That's right. That's right. Another way to put it, it helps you let go of those barriers, but what I think is a simpler way to put it is it helps you let go of the meanings that you've given. I'm going to keep emphasizing that because that seems like it's much more doable to people in my experience. Like if you can tell somebody that I want to give you a different way of looking at something, then they're more open to a different way of looking at it. I want to give you another meaning in this situation. I want to give you another way of interpreting this situation. Then they get a new interpretation, then they'll have a different reaction. For instance, if I stepped on your foot and you thought I did it on purpose, then you get really, really angry. Hey, what's wrong with you? What's up? And if I say, oh, excuse me, that was an accident, then you go, oh, okay, I understand. So what really happened? Your foot was stepped on. You were upset a minute ago, right? But the minute I gave you another meaning, the minute I gave you another interpretation, then you went, oh, okay, brother, me and you, we cool now. So people don't realize you can actually change your emotions that fast if you give yourself another meaning about what just happened.
What I find fascinating by that is that person really didn't change or do anything different. It was your interpretation. You're responsible.
That's exactly right.
You are the bomb because you're the one that could change that.
Right.
That person didn't do anything. He did the same thing, but you made it mean something else.
That's right.
Hello.
And then as soon as you give it another meaning, then immediately your emotional reaction changes, right? Oh, okay, brother. Okay, that was an accident. We're cool now. But a second ago, I was mad. So most people don't realize that that's not only true in a situation like that. That's true in every situation in your life. That all day long, that's what you're doing. You're perceiving and interpreting and giving meaning. Perceiving is interpreting and giving meaning. Perceiving is interpreting and giving meaning. You're right. Perceiving is interpreting and giving meaning. And then you have the meaning, and then you react. So if you think about it, when a person says that they want to be happy, for instance, like everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. I love
that. That's very important. Don't you guys want to be happy? I want to be happy.
I want to be happy. Don't you want to be happy?
I want to be happy.
I'm happy right now.
Francis?
Yes.
Yeah, don't you want to be happy? See, I'm giving Francis and you a meaning that's making me feel really, really good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good being here. I'm having a good feeling about this, but that's because of the meaning that I'm giving to being with you and the interpretation that I'm giving to being with you. So when a person says that they want to be happy, what they don't realize is that if what I just said is true, and let's go back just for a second, if I'm emotionally responding to the meaning that I'm giving to the situation, and I felt good once the person told me they accidentally stepped on my foot, then I see that my happiness really came from me. The happiness really didn't come from anything outside of myself. It came from my own meaning. And so happiness is a decision you make about how you want to see things, and it's not anything that's happening outside of yourself that determines whether you're happy or not.
And that is powerful.
That's a biggie.
It's really big. I'm happy we came up with that, because I kind of just come up with my questions. But I mean, that's key. If we are living that every day, and we are present and aware that we're giving everything meaning, we are free from suffering.
We're free from
suffering. People.
Yes. Yeah, and it's what's so cool in a relationship. The purpose of the relationship is to help each other remember that. So if I'm forming a relationship with somebody, the most important relationship I can form with you would be a relationship in which we help each other remember that we are responsible for what we are seeing, that we are responsible for how we're seeing things. And then I would remind you that you are this beautiful, powerful, innocent being who deserves to be happy, regardless of what you're telling yourself, regardless of the meanings that you're giving to yourself. So my happiness comes from me. Like there's a lesson in the Course in Miracles that says my salvation comes from me, which is the same as saying my happiness comes from me. So when a person says, what is the Course in Miracles, what is it about, then that's what it's really about. It's really about changing your perception so that you can feel peaceful. And then when you feel peaceful, you have a much clearer perspective of everything that's happening, and you can act from a more optimal place.
I love that, and that's the Course in Miracles. Many people that watch the channel know what it is.
Oh, they do.
But a lot of them don't.
Oh,
so
okay,
I'm happy
okay.
that we're talking about this, and I just want everybody to know that Earl Purdy has his own channel on YouTube. So if you want to know more about the Course in Miracles, where can they go?
Just go to www.earlpurdy.com. That's P-U-R-D-Y. And then there are links to all my videos on YouTube. Or you can just Google my name in YouTube, and it'll pop up from everywhere. I got lots of classes and lectures that's online that a person can watch.
Great. Well, I love that, because then you can get amazing insights from Earl. What is A Course in Miracles if you don't know what it is? And then if you are a student of the Course, you can just take it to the next level.
That's right.
You can never get enough learning, right?
That's
especially
right.
with the Course. And to wrap it up, before we do our last at the end, I'd like to do an affirmation for the week. So if you want to start thinking of what that affirmation will be for the coconuts out there.
All right.
Coconut, by the way.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Cocoa is the part of our mind that's Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. That is peace, love, joy, our authentic self.
All right.
And then nut is very nutty. He's the ego. So that's why it's called coconut tea.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's
so
great.
that's why
that's
I always, I just think it's such a good analogy, because the ego is very nutty, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's the ultimate nut.
So before we do the affirmation, I wanna just have maybe at the end, let's do that affirmation. Actually, let's do the affirmation right now, but singing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's do
Okay.
this affirmation.
One of the main ones that I really like is I am entitled to miracles.
I am entitled to miracles.
I am entitled to miracles.
How does it sound?
Well, I like to go, I am entitled to miracles. Cha cha cha.
I am entitled to miracles.
Cha cha cha. I am entitled to miracles. Cha cha cha. Why? Because when you chant it, the Course says your memories are stored in your body, and every time you move and get your body involved, you remember something more, and it becomes more of a part of you. So that's why I like to put the music and the chanting and anything that will evoke an emotion and a feeling. That's what really affects your consciousness. So if you're doing stuff and you don't feel it, then you're not going to manifest it. So anyway,
I had never practiced it that way, but I actually heard you in one of the conferences here.
Right.
You said nothing real can be threatened, nothing. And I was doing my makeup. I'm like, nothing real can be threatened, nothing.
Unreal. That's different from nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. You know, that's a wow. You're like, whoa, that's what I'm talking about.
I told you guys this is going to be fun.
Oh, it's got to be fun. It's got to be fun. That's right. God is love. It's happiness.
God is love and happiness. I know. I always say that's why I do this channel too. Everything is, it's all about having fun.
It is.
And spirituality does not have to be boring and go to sleep.
That's right.
Like that,
That's right. Absolutely. We're already asleep. We need to wake up. The sleep part is already handled. So you don't have to worry about going to sleep. We're already asleep. So
Earl, it's just been such a pleasure.
Oh, it's been such a pleasure to be here with you. Oh, yeah, I love it.
I'm so happy with the insights because I never really, I talk about a course, but I want people to really get what it is. That they, the people that don't know and the people that do know get a little refresher on what we're all doing here.
That's what we're here.
Which what I got a lot from your message is we're here to be truly helpful.
That's right.
We're here to be truly helpful for ourselves and for the people's compassion.
That's right. And to give and receive the love of God. You know, that's why I'm here. To be the love. That's why.
Well, thank you for being truly helpful.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And thank you to Frances for being truly helpful.
I'm telling you, she's incredible. I've never seen someone as good as doing this camera work as she is. I'm telling you.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching today, Coconut TV. Have a blessed week filled with love and light. Until next time.
Right on.